Highway 243, or what's better known as the Dominical to San Isidro or San Isidro to Dominical Highway, is a beautiful ride, and it's a motorcycle lover's dream ride. However, it's important to know that that highway can be very dangerous. But if you're in no hurry and you're enjoying the ride, it has some amazing views of the mountains, cloud forest, many places where there's waterfalls, and much more. So today, we're gonna take a motorbike ride, and we're gonna check out some popular Gringo Hot Spots like Tinamaste, Platanillo, Dominical Beach, and much more. So hop on your bike and let's go! Before we start our tour, let me show you our route. We're going to start at the north end of San Isidro, right at the gas station for reference point at the Gasoteca. Then we're going to follow Highway 243, and we're going to go over the mountain, through the woods to Grandma's house. Oh wait, that's another video. We're going to head on down to Dominical Beach. If you prefer to watch the unedited version of this ride without any commentary, you can watch that video by clicking on the link in the upper right-hand corner. From San Isidro to Dominical, our trip is only 35 kilometers or about 22 miles, and on average only takes about 45 minutes to get to the beach. But this is a biker's dream, so let me show you what this looks like on satellite. So if we take a quick look at this, and I bring this in 3D, we're gonna actually take this road way over here in San Isidro. We come down a bit, and then we start coming up the mountain. And as we go up the mountain, we're gonna come over this big bluff right here. So there's a giant bluff here. We're gonna come over the mountain, and then we're gonna start heading downhill. As we go down, we're into Tinamaste right here, and this great big area, which is a beautiful gringo spot that we'll take a moment to talk about. We're gonna continue on down, and as we continue down just a little bit, we're gonna end up over in Platanillo. And we're gonna take a close look at Platanillo. Let me zoom in, because at Platanillo, there are lots and lots of these little off-skirt roads here. And there's lots of places to live down these roads where you can find lots of houses and lots of properties for sale. And we're gonna actually just take a quick brief look at some of those properties today. But anyway, we'll follow that road on down. There's the Nauyaka Waterfalls, which is beautiful, located somewhere in this area. And then we're gonna come all the way down the highway, and we're gonna stop at Dominical Beach. It is an absolutely beautiful ride. We'll begin our tour today on the north end of San Isidro. Our reference point is Gasoteca, the largest gas station in town. We'll turn right just ahead and go to Playa Dominical, or Dominical Beach. They've just begun building this new business on the right. San Isidro is considered the fastest growing city outside the San Jose metropolitan area. The Ferromax is a great place to get metal building supplies when you decide to build a house. We are now entering the Barrio Boston area. This area has a great Home Depot type of store, but not nearly as large, and many other things from fast food, a pharmacy, produce market, and much, much more. The Blue Libreria on the left is a great office supply store. The big blue wall on the left is a huge cemetery. Do you know why they have a huge wall or fence around the cemetery? Well, it's because people are dying to get in. The DMV is behind that blue fence on the right. However, you must be a legal resident before you can get a driver's license in Costa Rica. There are a lot of stores, sodas, and different businesses in this section, but nothing so important that I should point it out, so let's speed it up a bit. There is a Clínica Agua on the left. Now that translates to water clinic, and well, I guess that's where water goes when it gets sick. If you're coming with children, well, there's a large high school on the left. We're now at the end of the backside of San Isidro, and it's time to continue right and start going over the mountain. Going left will take you back into the center of San Isidro. Oh wait, is that truck going to pull out in front of me? That is a common occurrence in Costa Rica. I think motorcycles are invisible to Costa Rican drivers, and that bus is letting out passengers. However, he apparently doesn't see me either and starts rolling before I can get around the truck. This is your last chance to get gas until you get on the coast. As you can see, side-by-sides or whatever you call those UTV vehicles, they are legal to drive on the roads of Costa Rica. This area is called La Palma and is a nice place to live just outside of the city. Costa Rica does try hard to fix or maintain their highways. However, they don't usually give much importance to repainting the stripes or replacing the reflectors, which makes it dangerous for night driving. So you do want to keep that in mind. Some of the movie Jurassic Park was filmed in Costa Rica, and I do believe some of the cast retired right here at this place. You'll need lots of patience when driving the mountains of Costa Rica. Too often, you get behind a big truck or a bus that's going very slow, and seldom is there a safe place to pass. It is at times like these I love riding a moto. We're nearly at the top of the mountain and about to head down into Tinamaste, a long-time favorite of foreigners who have been coming to Costa Rica for a long time. Okay, so we've been traveling from San Isidro and we've come all the way down this road and we're now right about here. So what I'll do is I'm going to give you an idea because we've been traveling over the mountain. We're now at the top. Let me give you a view what it looks like on satellite. So now we're on this road, we're coming down, and we're just about to enter into Tinamaste. And Tinamaste has an amazing view of this huge bluff that goes right here, and it comes all the way down. This area right here is just a very, very popular gringo area. Many foreigners have been coming to this area for years. And I'll take a moment to show you a little bit more about this area and the real estate you can find in this area. This road makes a huge loop around Tinamaste and then comes back to the main road near Platanillo. I suspect you can find some nice places to live in this area with some great views. We're right here at the beginning of the Tumbas area. And the Tumbas area is a really nifty place that's just connected to Tinamaste. But let me take a moment to kind of show you and tell you a little bit about this area. This area is a wonderful expat area and people have been living in here and has some phenomenal views. As you can see, if we take in 3D this map right here, you can see if you were to live in this area, you got these phenomenal views of this great big huge ridge right here, this bluff, and the views that go out this way. But let me take a moment and let's just take a look and give you some ideas about properties, because properties have been falling like a rock, but you'll find lots of older properties in here. And you can find some newer properties that are being built as we go a little bit lower toward Platanillo. Let's take a moment to briefly look at a couple of properties. Alright, so I'm at this website that lists 42 homes for sale in the Tinamaste area. If you want to know what website that is, well, just download the free PDF that's in the description below and we'll give you access to all of our resources, websites that simply just do not show up whenever you're in the United States because they're these small websites. Anyways, let's just take a quick look at some of this and I'll do a more detailed video on real estate, but I wanted to breeze through some of the properties I think have great potential. So, like I said, there's a lot of older homes here, but take a look at this. Prices vary greatly. There's 249,000, 230. This place would be a nifty place because it's 3 acres one bedroom though, but it's on a beautiful river, 99,000. So think of the potential that you have there. Here's 78 acres and it's got waterfalls, 2 homes, but it's a lot more money, 730,000. So take a look at this. There's just lots and lots that you could take a look at right here. Lots of potential. This place here is 6 acres and it's a huge place, but it is older. But think of what you could do if you were to remodel that, and it's only 250,000. So as we take a look at that, there's lots of potential in the Tinamaste area. Let's take a quick look at this one. This is 2.6 acres, and I always suggest, and I'll do a detailed video that kind of tells you what I look for when I'm looking for property, and I'm always looking for property that has water. And this one does. It has a year-round creek, 2.6 acres, and it's really just a great big old huge place that they only want 199,000 for. This is the one that is 3 acres, 99,000. It's a great starter home, but you could really do a lot with this property. Here's my favorite at the moment. However, it's only on not even a quarter of an acre, and I don't like having neighbors, but it has phenomenal views at this particular place because it's located way down here, but has all this great view right here, and it also has this marvelous view, that humongous bluff right there, and it's located way down here. So this is a place that has great potential, and as you can see, it really does look nifty when you're looking at some of these pictures right here. But I don't want to go into detail on this, just wanted to give you an idea of what is available and what you can buy for not a whole lot of money. However, this one doesn't have water access and it has neighbors, and anyway, that gives you an idea, but we'll look at some more places when we get down to Platanillo. before we leave the Platanillo area, let's zoom in on the map because Platanillo is a place that has lots and lots of properties for sale. Now there are a lot of old properties, however they're building some new places here at some affordable prices. But what's interesting to note is Platanillo has a lot of little offshoot roads that have a lot of houses in the area. So if I put on the satellite view, you can see that there's lots of houses all through here, and so there's lots of places to live. You can find just about anything that you need here in Platanillo. However, if you can't find it, you can go right back to San Isidro, which is only about a 30-minute trip to where you can get everything. So before we leave this area, let's take a quick look at just some prices of real estate. Now, in Costa Rica, there are no norms and the prices vary greatly. On this website, you can see that there are 71 homes for sale in Platanillo. And of course, this is a great one right here at $499,000. But as we go down, you'll take a look and you'll see this one, Mountain Retreat 4-bedroom home on 18 usable acres. Now, that one's only $275 and it says 7 beds and 2 baths. Well, it's really 2 houses here. And it's 18 acres. So just a quick hint, it says 18 usable acres. So that's not uncommon in Costa Rica. You might find a piece of property and it's 3 acres. However, maybe only a half an acre is actually usable because it might be on the side of a cliff or on a very steep hill. So it's important to know that. If we go down, you can take a look. Here's almost 9 acres, 138. We'll just scan a few of these. There's 14.5 and it's 565, okay? But it says it's on several building sites are available. Now, this is interesting right here because it's 9 acres. And over in the Tinamaste and Platanillo area, you often see real estate sites saying ocean view. Well, this is an ocean view. Well, really, is this ocean view or is it just an extension of the sky? Because on most days you really can't tell if that's an ocean view or a sky view. So I like to call it a sky view. Anyway, that's something that you need to know about when they say ocean view. So if we go on down, you'll see lots of properties. Check out this one, $165,000. And of course, this one is only land, so it's 8 acres. How much if is usable? I don't know. Here's 2 beautiful homes, right? $618,000. This one here is sell pending. I always like a piece of property that has water, and this one has a great creek. However, the important thing to know is that water running 365 days out of the year, or is it only like this during the rainy season? So that's important for you to know as well. Now this one looks like a great little spot too, 8 or 9 acres, and it has a creek or natural springs as well. So you can see the prices are all over the map, and you can find something as nice as this, 3.5 acres, mountain view, and it's in a gated community with a pool, but you're gonna spend a premium price for something this nice. So you can see there's properties all over and you can find some great deals, but you have to be at the right place at the right time. So let's quickly take a look at a couple of other pieces of property that I thought were worth looking at. This one here is a Mountain River Retreat 4-bedroom on 18 usable acres, $275, and let's take a look at some of these pictures. This one does have 2 homes on it, and this first one looks like it's located right here in the middle of the bush. It has a big, large, open concept living area, and it looks pretty decent, kind of like the style. It has a great, big, huge front porch on it as well. Now, I love that it has a stable for my horse. It also has a great big huge workshop, but notice there in the background, this green building is the second house that's on the property, and it is just a typical Tico house, but be great for a caretaker or something for you to remodel. It does border a river, but you want to make sure, does this water run 365 days out of the year? But it does look like it might. And this one here is San Juan. It's really nice looking place, big area on 30 acres, and it's 499,000. So this is really a beautiful spot. Let's take a look at some of these pictures. This place appears to be well taken care of, and that might be a covered garage right there in front. And the front yard right here is just absolutely beautiful with well-kept grass. In the back, it sweeps down to a gorgeous pool. Imagine being inside that and enjoying the nice area at the pool. The yard is well landscaped, and it appears that the driveway is lined by some beautiful royal palms. This place also has a guest house or a caretaker's house. Now this place is large and looks like it's well built. This place will keep cool because it does have a cupola that allows all the air to rise up and out. And imagine being on this back porch. It does have a creek as well, and the listing states that this is a year-round creek, and it does look like a beautiful place. Now this one is a huge place with 4,500 square feet on 3.5 acres, and you can get this one for only $849,000. So as you can see, the prices vary greatly, and you can find just about anything for almost any budget. Now keep in mind, we're not realtors and are only showing you a few places to give you an idea of what's available. And I think we've seen enough pictures for now, so let's jump back on that bike and finish our ride. We're approaching the Nauyaka waterfalls, and I haven't seen any other waterfalls as beautiful as these, and we've seen a lot. We'll have to do a video tour of this place real soon. If you like creepy crawling critters and slithering snakes, well, then this reptile attraction might be just the place for you. Costa Rica recently repaired this area a few months ago, but they may never get around to repainting the lines on the highway, and seldom do you ever see any street reflectors. This makes it very dangerous for driving in Costa Rica, especially at night. This road goes up the mountain to the Lagunas area, and there you can find a lot of real estate available with real ocean views, because this mountain is fairly close to the coast. We made it, and what an awesome ride! I'm so glad you came along for the ride today. We've seen a lot, and I hope you learned a lot about this area. If you enjoyed the tour today, don't forget to tip your tour guide. Show your love and appreciation. You can join our free forum as well and help us make the forum a great place for everyone. A link is in the description below. We greatly enjoy sharing our adventures with you, and please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and leave lots of comments. We'll see you soon.